Ethan, a boy of 10, lived in a world of shimmering towers and endless possessions. His father, a titan of industry, showered him with every imaginable luxury. Yet Ethan felt a nagging emptiness, a void no toy could fill. He looked out from his penthouse window. The city sprawled beneath him, a concrete jungle that mirrored the barren landscape of his heart. One summer, his parents, hoping a change of scenery might lift his spirits, sent him to stay with his Uncle Ben, who lived on a modest farm in the heartland. Ethan, accustomed to air-conditioned comfort, balked at the simple farmhouse. Where were the gadgets, the entertainment? His uncle, his face weathered by the sun and etched with a lifetime of hard work, simply smiled. He led Ethan to the porch swing, where lemonade, freshly squeezed, awaited. As Ethan reluctantly sipped, his uncle pointed to the fields, ablaze with the golden hues of the setting sun. "See that, Ethan? That's real wealth," he said, his voice rough but kind. Ethan scoffed. What could wheat fields possibly offer compared to his video games and designer clothes? The first few days on the farm were pure torture. The rooster's crow was his alarm clock, the smell of manure, his cologne. He missed his soft bed, his favorite TV shows, but slowly, something began to change. He started accompanying his uncle on his daily chores. He helped milk the cows, their warm breath tickling his skin. The rhythmic sound of the milk hitting the pail a soothing melody. He collected eggs from the henhouse, marveling at their smooth, warm shells. He helped plant seeds, feeling the cool earth between his fingers, the promise of life taking root. Days were filled with laughter, shared stories, and the simple pleasure of working side by side. They ate meals together, the food, grown from their own land, bursting with flavor. In the evenings they sat on the porch, fireflies twinkling like fallen stars, and listened to his uncle's tales of resilience and hope. His uncle, despite having so little in material terms, possessed a quiet joy that Ethan had never encountered. One evening, after a supper of fresh-baked bread and vegetable stew, Ethan's uncle placed a worn, leather-bound book in his hands. It was a journal passed down through generations, filled with stories of their ancestors. As Ethan read the faded ink, he felt a connection to something bigger than himself, a legacy of love, perseverance, and gratitude. Ethan began to understand. The wealth his father had amassed, while impressive, seemed cold and sterile compared to the richness of his uncle's life. His uncle's wealth wasn't measured in dollars and cents, but in the warmth of his family, the bounty of his land, and the freedom that came with living a life true to himself. For the first time, Ethan felt a sense of belonging, a feeling of contentment that no amount of money could buy. He had arrived at the farm a skeptical city boy, but he was leaving a changed person. He had discovered that happiness wasn't found in the acquisition of things, but in the simple joys of life. The warmth of the sun on his skin, the laughter of loved ones, the satisfaction of honest work. Ethan returned to the city, his pockets empty of souvenirs, but his heart brimming with newfound wisdom. He looked at his life, at the sterile opulence of his surroundings, with fresh eyes. True wealth, he realized, wasn't about the size of your bank account or the brand of your clothes. It was about the richness of your relationships, the depth of your experiences, and the freedom to live a life aligned with your values. It was about finding joy in the ordinary, appreciating the beauty of the natural world, and cherishing the moments that truly mattered. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. What brings you true joy? What do you value most? Are you chasing fleeting material possessions, or investing in the things that truly matter? Love, connection, purpose, and a deep appreciation for the world around you. True wealth is within your reach. All you have to do is open your heart and mind to receive it.